The pizza delivery guy, whose name was Alex, stepped out of his car and approached the house. It was a decrepit old mansion, its windows boarded up and the paint peeling off in large, curling flakes. The address matched the one on the order, but something about the place sent a shiver down Alex's spine. Ignoring his unease, Alex rang the doorbell. The sound echoed through the silent night, and for a moment, there was no response. Just as Alex was about to ring the bell again, the door creaked open slowly, revealing a darkened interior. "Hello," Alex called out, his voice trembling slightly. No one answered, but Alex could sense that he was being watched. With a nervous gulp, he stepped inside, the door closing behind him with a soft click. The interior of the house was even more unsettling than the exterior. The air was thick with dust, and the walls seemed to whisper secrets that Alex couldn't decipher. As he made his way through the dimly lit hallway, he noticed strange symbols etched into the woodwork, glowing faintly in the darkness. His heart pounding in his chest, Alex reached the end of the hallway and entered the living room. There, sitting at a table in the center of the room, was a lone figure shrouded in darkness. Hi," Alex stammered, trying to keep his voice steady. "I have a delivery for, Mr. Smith?" The figure didn't respond, but Alex could see its eyes glinting in the darkness, fixed on him with an intensity that made his skin crawl. Suddenly, the lights flickered to life, illuminating the room in a harsh, unnatural glow. Alex gasped in horror at what he saw. The figure sitting at the table was not human. It was a grotesque, twisted creature with jagged teeth and glowing red eyes. Its skin was mottled and decayed, and its hands ended in razor-sharp claws that clutched at the table with a sinister grip. Frozen in terror, Alex could only watch as the creature slowly rose from its seat, its lips curling back into a cruel grin. "You shouldn't have come here," it hissed, its voice like nails on a chalkboard. "Now you're mine." With a guttural roar, the creature lunged at Alex, its claws outstretched and dripping with malice. Desperately, Alex turned and fled, racing through the hallway with the creature hot on his heels. As he reached the front door, Alex could see his car parked just outside, a beacon of hope in the darkness. With a burst of adrenaline, he threw open the door and dashed outside, the creature's snarls echoing behind him. But as Alex reached his car and fumbled for his keys, he realized, with horror, that they were missing. Frantically, he searched his pockets, but they were empty. Panic rising in his chest, Alex turned to face the house, only to find himself face to face with the creature once more. It grinned triumphantly, its eyes gleaming with sadistic pleasure. "You can't escape," it whispered, its voice echoing in Alex's ears. "You're mine now, forever." With a final, blood-curdling scream, Alex was engulfed by darkness, the creature's laughter ringing in his ears as he was dragged back into the depths of the haunted mansion, never to be seen again. And as the sun rose on a new day, the house stood silent and empty once more, its secrets buried deep within its walls, waiting for the next unsuspecting victim to wander into its clutches. The days turned into weeks, and Alex's disappearance became a mystery that haunted the small town. Rumors swirled about what had happened to him. Some said he had simply vanished without a trace, while others whispered of supernatural forces at play. Meanwhile, the residents of the town continued their lives, albeit with a sense of unease lingering in the air. The sight of the old mansion on the hilltop filled them with dread, and few dared to venture near it after dark. But despite the warnings and the fear that gripped the town, there were still those who were curious. A group of adventurous teenagers, eager to prove their bravery, decided to investigate the abandoned mansion for themselves. Under the cover of night, they crept through the overgrown gardens and up the winding path to the front door. With trembling hands, they pushed open the creaking door and stepped inside, their flashlights cutting through the darkness like knives. The interior of the mansion was even more sinister than they had imagined. Cobwebs hung from the ceiling like tattered curtains, and the air was thick with dust and decay. But the teenagers pressed on, their hearts pounding with excitement and fear. As they explored the dimly lit corridors, they stumbled upon a hidden staircase leading down into the depths of the house. Ignoring the warnings echoing in their minds, they descended into the darkness, their footsteps echoing eerily against the stone walls. At the bottom of the staircase, they found themselves in a vast underground chamber, a labyrinth of twisting passages and hidden alcoves. Strange symbols adorned the walls, glowing faintly in the dim light, and the air was heavy with the scent of something foul and ancient. With each step they took, the sense of dread grew stronger, until it felt like a physical weight pressing down on their chests. But still, they pressed on, driven by a morbid curiosity that refused to be quenched. And then, suddenly, they found themselves face to face with the creature that had haunted their nightmares, a grotesque, twisted monstrosity with eyes that gleamed with malice and hunger. With a roar that shook the very foundations of the earth, the creature lunged at them, its claws outstretched and dripping with venom. The teenagers screamed in terror and fled, their hearts pounding in their chests as they raced through the maze of corridors, desperate to escape the clutches of the monster that lurked in the darkness. But no matter how fast they ran, the creature was always one step ahead, its laughter echoing in their ears as it hunted them through the depths of the haunted mansion. And as the sun rose on a new day, the mansion stood silent and empty once more, its secrets buried deep within its walls, waiting for the next unsuspecting victim to wander into its clutches.